If you saw a photo of me, what would you see?
Big smile.
Crooked bottom teeth.
Brown hair with blonde highlights.
Birthmark on my right arm.
You would see acne.
Big lips,
Red hair.
Red lipstick.
Supreme hats.
snapbacks,
Chucks.
Vans,
Leggings.
Crop tops. Skinny jeans. Gold rings.
Shark tooth necklace. We call PJs. And all the hair.
You would see.
me, body modeling.
But with innocent eyes. One wink.
Tongue out.
What's up?
He signs.
So inducing. Dance poses.
Second position, deep plie. Bogey.
Doing b-boy poses with Suave. In the background, you would see
A community where no one knows anyone's name. Blue-gray skies hovering over pollution-covered high-rises.
A small apartment complex.
2 rooms for 5 people.
Catholic figures around my colorful painted house.
Helicopters and police cars roaming around the neighborhood. The eloquent tamale man coming down the street.
A place where I don't have to go far to get food.
you would see
Maricosta, California.
Danville, California.
A small town no one has ever heard of. Some would call it a bubble.
Brick houses and pools, family dinners and games.
Suburban postcards, 7 basketball hoops on my street.
A dedicated single mother.
A Filipino household where my parents are always working.
The Infinity Rotunda of the Guggenheim.
A cultural hub where people speak different tongues.
The dance studio where I'm constantly working.
Sometimes I am
A student. An artist.
A son.
daughter,
Little brother. Older brother.
Older sister, babysitter.
peacemaker,
Other times I am reading books.
discussing deep issues with friends.
Bailando ballet folklorico. Visiting my family.
Singing in the shower.
Guiding my sisters as they grow up.
Playing piano in the morning.
Filling a blank canvas with paint.
helping my mom with photography.
Cashing in my paycheck after work.
Growing from my mistakes.
But too often you assume
That I'm loud. That I'm rude or mean.
And that all I want to do is cause trouble.
I'm good at math, that I'm the wrong type of Asian.
That I have bad English.
That I don't speak Espanol. That I can't speak for myself.
That I steal things. That I like watermelon and KFC.
You assume that I eat too much or eat too little.
That I'm not smart.
That my family is happy and all together.
That I'm an angsty, moody teen.
That all I know is Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
That I am what I wear.
But there's not more to me. Too often, I feel like I must fit everything I am to a single little box like a bubble on a test.
Like the sterile white corners of a Polaroid that says,
Man.
woman, rich, poor,
Black.
white, Asian, Latino, teenager.
Like that is all that I am. Like that is all that I can be.
But I am all these things and more.
I am that girly girl that can play almost every sport.
I am that black girl that can always make you laugh.
That is on her way to college.
I am that woman that doesn't need cleavage or curves to feel beautiful.
I am that smarty pants that busts out studying every night.
I'm that Latina that'll be the first in my family to dance across the graduation stage.
I am that Mexican that embraces my culture.
I am that Mexican that is actually Salvadorian, and yes, there is a difference.
I am that half Asian that is more than just half a person.
I am that Asian that has neighbors knocking, asking if they can have some stir fry because the aroma invaded the neighborhood.
I am that fat kid that became captain of his dance team.
I am that poor kid that is working hard for a better future.
Yes, I am that gay boy that holds his hand.
Yes, I am that brat that speaks out against injustice in our patriarchal society.
I am that wallflower learning to become in touch with her best self.
I am strong. I am passionate.
I am falling, rising, and flourishing.
I am determined. I'm wise.
I'm courageous.
Supportive.
I am love, reflective and real.
I am trying.
And I am all ears.
But this is just the beginning. This is just a snapshot from the photo album that makes me, me.
Can you see us? Can you hear us? Do you really hear us?
We are here. Look. Learn us in all our complex and difficult angles.
These are the different images of me.
And this shows our collage, our mural, our scrapbook, our montage of everything we have learned this week. This is a collection of our memories of who we are and who we're starting to become together.
Take a look. Lend us your ears.
See us with new eyes.
And listen.
Assassins, when it happens, we're blasting, 'cause we're assassins, assassins. Assassins, assassins, when it happens, we're blasting, 'cause we're assassins, assassins. Assassins, assassins, when it happens, we're blasting, 'cause we're assassins, assassins.
Frustration feels like school or grandma. Being forced to sacrifice my dreams, my life, in order to bring joy to someone else's life. Frustration feels like the ones you call family don't even meet the title. Why does this rely on me? Why not you? Oh, but I'm the victim, right? You feel what I feel? Frustration, I feel that. Frustration, I see that. Frustration is like seeing someone who was able to express freely is now concealed and dying slowly. Frustration is sacrifice. Frustration is being pulled left but wanting to go right. Frustration is like a new dance. 1, 2, damn. Frustration is there in the mirror for that boy, man, girl, and woman. Frustration, frustration. How do we know what that means? Because when a simple thank you for doing this can wipe all this away. Yet you, he, she, we know that day by day, this frustration will fade away. Right?
Miniko ya la chamba miniko ye. Miniko ye. Miniko ya la chamba miniko ye. Miniko ye. Miniko ya la chamba miniko ye. Miniko ye. Miniko ya la chamba miniko ye. Miniko
everybody gone bad. Situation, aggravation, everybody allegation. In the suit, on the loose, everybody gone blue. They shot dead, everybody gone bad. All I wanna say is that they don't really care about us. All I wanna say is that they don't really care about us. Beat me, hate me, you can never break me. Will me, thrill me, you can never kill me. Do me, sue me, everybody do me. Keep me, cut me, don't just like I break me. All I wanna say is that they don't really care about us. All I wanna say is that they don't really care about us. Skinny head, dead head, everybody gone bad. Situation, stagnation, everybody litigation. Beat me, pass me, you can never trash me. Hit me, kick me, you can never get me. All I wanna say is that they don't really care about us. All I wanna say is that they don't really care about us. Some things in life they just don't wanna see, but it's Martin Luther who did it. Keep burning back, ain't no love. Everybody going back, situation, segregation, everybody back. In the suit, on the loose, everybody gone back. Kill me, cut me, don't ever look back. They don't really care about us. We're giving fire. They don't really care about us. I'm dead to remind you. All I wanna say is that they don't really care about us. What's the feeling? All I wanna say is that they don't really care about. All I wanna say is that they don't really care about. All I wanna say is that they don't really care about us.
We have been taught that the world is a cave, in which few people are voices and the rest are echoes. But the thing about echoes is that you lose track of sounds you thought were yours, watch waves fall flat and fade like a blanket that traps originality underneath its velvet. My own shouts soften just as evidently as I listen to them bounce off ping-pong walls and then surrender to the oxygen altogether. It's funny. I hate the way I sound on my voicemail recording, but claim I want my speech to ring through river valleys. If brains are file cabinets of voices, then my brain is a ruffle of loose-leaf mentors' words punctured with all the spaces of a void, memories of loved ones who did not stop to hear, communities that complained of noise. But my own folder is empty, save for a shard of mirror and fraying thread. As I grow older, I am learning to savor the echoes while they last, and muster the capacity for a voice. I'm learning to listen well, and breathe.
This the year of the blacksmith. Color quality, yeah, dope. Back in the days we all used to now they're so whack, nobody to that real yo. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready, here comes the time to party, and I'm banging on your ears. Now let me get a bit in. Wait, friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. Don't repent because the end of this near, but don't panic. You can't function if you live in fear. Pay attention, you gotta listen to hear. Who you think you're talking to? Put you on hold, get a specialist to walk you through. Quality, the flow, captain, the fab, the slow rapping, the soul cracking. You ain't heard it, the pen, the closed caption. King of the bars and I'm going hard wars. More confidence comes from knowing God's laws. Banging on the system, fighting my kind of war. Loud as a whisper, quiet as a lion's roar. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready, here comes the time to quality, and I'm banging on your eardrum. Now let me get up in this, sweet spirit soul. John, give me the get up, get into it and get involved. There's a little something that I wanna speak with y'all. Now let me get up in it. Wait. Get it now, get it fast, get it right, get it big.
the air. No, I promise they don't smell. Family means understanding, and I understand that they do smell. Bad, no, but actually, family means fighting. It means sitting in the living room, stewing in what you think is hatred, what you think is resentment, but somewhere knowing that there's no one else you'd rather be hurting with. And those nights when the dinner table is silent but the company is enough, you know family. And family is, get out of the goddamn shower. I swear, if there's no hot water when you're done, family is never running out of hot water. Falling from cheeks, that bad pun that makes you clutch your sides, that kind of breathless laugh. Or the hot water that comes in streams the moment they find a way to enlighten the darkest corners of you. Family is trust fall catching you, stress release dancing with you, time spent laughing with you. Family is home. Okay, so not only did we get to move and dance with our bodies this week, we also got to reflect deeply on ourselves, our communities, and our families. So now it's your turn. Inside your program, you will find a small assignment we completed in our Arts and Life class. Each poem is handwritten by an intensive participant. So, you take a moment to open it up. Okay, so hopefully you've gotten a chance to read it, and we hope this gives you a better sense of how we learn to see things, and we hope it allows you to reflect on your own family experience, the good and the bad, and inspires you to begin a conversation towards making the family you and your youth want and need back home.
we're having Japanese food again. And it wouldn't be dinner without a ballpoint pen inking the dirty napkin. With misshapen figures, a collaboration between Daddy and me. Switch, switch. He says the minute you have an idea of what you think you might do, do the exact opposite. That's when your best work comes out. Well, I had an idea that I was going to place my uncertain toes in the imprints they left. A hard-fought trek in an industry with no empathy. The story they never wanted me to read. The story of two unlikely refugees, Carol and Pedro, mom and dad, escaped from use guys and closed-minded ignorance, Jersey, or from dictatorship, oppression, Castro, no other point of view. These are the people that found resilience in art. These are the people that found each other in art. Well, why not me? Must I always be the exact opposite?
Secrets revealed, feelings concealed. Nothing like the savage roar shaking my core. Nothing like the fear of coming home. Nothing like the finding of two parents, two gladiators in a coliseum in Rome. Tears streaming down our family portrait. But tears dry, rage dies. We make mistakes. The only problem is the time it takes. The time to repair, to create what wasn't there. To break new ground, new beginnings. To find what works, to heal what hurts. The storm has been quelled. Each problem, a tree we have felled. It's better. Our portraits match our lives. Happiness exudes, not only our bodies, our eyes.
The classic American family is a painting of a kitchen table. The artists of my painting use too much ink and not enough watercolor, let harshness bleed over soft colors. My artist left in a hurry. Let the frame sit crooked in a way unnoticeable from the front door. It's not that my father watches skyrise lights dissipate on the Beijing horizon during our breakfasts in California, or that my brother sees dinner tables as dime-sized dormitory floor spaces in New Haven, or that the miles of polished mahogany seem to grow metric systems each day between my mother and me when she sees me as her reflection. It's the moments in between the empty, fractions of size, for people that desire a love lost, love like constellations that shine for each pole of the worlds but are secrets within themselves.
Oh, word? Those lost eyes don't seem too lonely. But she says, oh boy, I love macaroni. That 68-year-old funky without trying, still shaking like she that young Colombiana. But it's that Parkinson's shake. Instead of that salsa on Saturday night, now she dwells on not seeing mañana. Tomorrow is no longer a blessing. These doctors say, take 3 pills, she'll stop stressing. Oh, word? I'll do it. I'll take care of grandma even when the rest of the family won't. I'll take care of grandma all on my own.
No ballet. Hip-hop is my forte. And you can spell my name with a capital A. Hey, hey! So who did say that? Hey, hey! So who did say that?
name is Jesse with the passion to inspire, but I do it with groove. That's not okay, man, get out my way. You can spell my name with a capital J.
My name is Celeste and I'm from LA. I do my work and I dance all day. I love to laugh and just do me. You can spell my name with the capital C.
My name is Bigness, step filled with sickness. Yes, I'm a beast. Don't mess with me. And you can spell my name with the capital V.
My name is Jessica. I'm insecure, that's for sure. Something so ugly, yet so pure. I know I sound great, but you know I don't play. You could spell my name with a capital J. My name is Christine. I may seem sweet, but you cannot see what's underneath. From my ears to my feet, that makes me free. You can spell my name with a capital C.
My name is Ethan and I put on a show, but there may be a few things you may not know. Dance is my only stress release. You can spell my name with a capital E.
Packing, the water bottle, the lanyard, the neat little folder adorned with UCLA. Bag stuffed, ready to go. Is this it? Is this all we take? A few mementos, a few pieces of choreo that everyone knows is our entire experience summed up in one short show. No, we take the new Instagram followers. We take the massage train. We take the 61 noon games. We take memories, we take love. We take newfound confidence, and we take courage. All of these intangibles follow us as we walk out the door. Yes, we must leave. But in order for this camp to have worth, we must believe. Believe that love flows between us. Believe that what we share is connected to our very souls. Believe that a piece of us resides with the rest of us and that no burden is carried alone. Know that our souls have been made bare. We created something new, never there. These images chisel into our memory, our faces full of energy. An image of new souls, an image of us uplifted.
La
Ha ha ha.